Hazel says hello. A little quick intro video to kind of apologize for the quality of video. One, it's my phone, so it's very shaky. I don't know what I'm doing. Second, I filmed it vertically because I had originally intended to share it on Facebook. So all the videos are vertical and really small and terrible. And I'm also a incredibly quirky person, so it's not at all professional. It's just me kind of chattering away about what I'm learning about and what I'm working on, which I'm really excited to share. So yeah, welcome to my first YouTube video. Terrible quality, I apologize, could be my last video, because it'll be a flop, I'm sure. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I also wanted to share the thread that I'm using, because I forgot to mention that in any of the clips that I'm sharing ahead. It's this elastic thread by Dritz, and you have to hand wind the bobbins. Don't try to use your bobbin winder. But you only use this on the bobbin thread, you don't use it on the top one. But again, this disclaimer that this isn't really a tutorial, it's just me sharing what I'm working on. And also apologize, my phone at some point, like the audio is no longer in line with the video on some of the clips, so it's really bad. But I just wanted to share it anyway, because a few of you were like, yeah, that's interesting. And since I am a seamstress and I am not a videographer in any way, nor am I a public speaker, so my phone just stopped doing what it was supposed to. So we're just gonna end this little clip and then just let you enjoy the madness that is to come. Bye, everybody. Pardon the mess, but we're working here. I am gonna start doing that shirring technique for this dress that I'm working on for Hazel. And I'm actually copying a dress from that brand. I don't know if you can read it. It's probably backwards, actually. The Matilda Jane brand, I don't know that they sell it anymore. It's probably expensive because it's one of those boutique brands, but I really love this dress because it's super adjustable. It has the shirring in the back, like the stretchy, to make it fit a wide range of sizes, and I also love that the top straps, you can knot them the length you want, so as she grows taller, you just lengthen it. So it should fit for a long time and then become like a shirt. After a while, you can just wear leggings under it, which honestly it already almost is because she's so tall already. But so that's what I'm making, is I just measured this out and I made pattern pieces based on it. So it's not like my design or anything, but I'm just basically copying a dress that exists already that I know fits and I know will fit her for a long time. So this is the dress I'm doing. I wanted colors that were a little more country, little more like Little House on the Prairie, but I loved that it was like mixed prints that coordinate but don't necessarily match. Like, I love the quirkiness of that, but it's just so bright, which I still love this dress, but it's just so bright. So right now I'm doing one that's like red, white, and blue for the 4th of July, or just summer in general. So if you can kind of see, there's blue there and red, and then this red with like beige and brown background, and I thought it was super cute with some blue buttons on there. So this is the top of that. And then the back will be that shirring. So I'm starting to do that right now. I'm kind of nervous about it because I want it to turn out, and I don't have a ton of this fabric left. I might have enough to do it over, but I'd love to get it right the first time. I was just going to trim the seam allowance off, flip it, iron it, and then start shirring on the machine. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna do these. I looked at the other dress and they're about 1/4 of an inch apart. And I know that the closer they are together, the more they shrink up. The first row doesn't shrink up much, but as you go on and on and on, it shrinks up more. They say. We'll see. So that's what I'm doing. And you don't backstitch. Instead, you tie knots at the end. So I'm not gonna backstitch on these. So if you sew often and you're wondering why didn't she backstitch, that's why. Also, lengthen your stitches. I almost forgot. This is my second time doing this, so Yeah, the stitches on these are definitely longer than normal. This is also just done differently. Like, it's probably like a machine that's done for this. This is from a tutorial I found online. Let's see. I'm just gonna go for it. Here. So I'm gonna leave a little bit of a tail, not too much. So it shrunk up a tiny little bit. You can see that it's just like a little bit. But as you continue on, it does it more. I'm not sure I'm understanding why it does that, but it does, and it's kind of magical. But the real magic is when you take it to the steam iron, and then it just, it's so fun. So it's like a little bit more now, just a little bit. I'm not really pulling on it yet because I don't want it to mess up, but I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. I don't know why it's working, but it's getting more scrunchy as I go. Sewing magic. Some things the science behind, I just don't even know. Alright, so I have refilled my bobbin by hand, and I've also sewn a couple more rows. I was waiting for my phone to stop freaking out because it's kind of stupid. So I did a couple more rows, and look at it. Look how pretty. Is it focusing? Technology. Don't like it. But anyway, it looks really cool. I'm going to continue on. I have probably room for at least 2 more rows. Maybe 3. I did notice that I got a little crooked. That like, they're not super even. So it'd probably be good if you do this to draw your lines with chalk. I didn't. I just kind of went for it, and they're a little crooked. But I don't know that it's going to be noticeable. We're just gonna keep going on. And it's crooked. It's curving. The whole thing is just curvy, but. Okay, let's see if I can get this one straighter. Nope, not gonna be straighter. It's so crooked! No, I had my expectations set right, so I'm not expecting it to be perfect. So I'm not disappointed. It looks pretty awesome. If I do say so myself, it looks pretty cool. Okay, look how pretty it is. Look how pretty. Okay, so I sewed all my rows. The YouTube video that I watched recommended that when you're done sewing all the rows, you sew together your top thread and your bottom thread. I did one. I tied one and it was so fiddly. I'm like, not doing that again. That's ridiculous. So what I did was I put my regular thread back in my machine and I did a very tiny stitch along the edge that I'm hoping will hold my elastic thread and everything together. So I did that on both sides and then trimmed off all the extra. So it looks really neat. And this is before doing our handy dandy ironing and steaming. That's supposed to shrink it up even more. So I just wanted to show it to you like this. That's the front, and the back you can really see the elastic. And you can also see how crooked my lines are. Look how crooked. It's a shame. I'll do better next time. Because there will be a next time. Okay. So I'm gonna steam it, and normally you'd have either a iron with water in it and you'd steam, or you'd have a little spray bottle. And since my lovely little old iron leaks on everything, and since my spray bottle got chewed up by my dog, I'm literally gonna just sprinkle water on this from my mason jar over here. So yeah, don't mind me. Just literally gonna bless it. Blessed thing. Come. Drip, drip. I don't know why this works. I don't know why steaming, like, I don't know the science. I don't know science. So I'm just sprinkling it with water. I'm not, like, wetting it necessarily, but just getting lots of droplets. I would recommend using a misty bottle and mist it. Alright, so I got it on cotton. Let's see what it does. Look at it. It's shrinking. It's like magic. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it. You see that? Do you see that over there? This is amazing. And I bet you it would work even better if I actually had an actual steamer function. Look how small it is. Look how much it's shrinking down. It's amazing. Look how neat and tidy. It's so amazing. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this over here. This looks really flat. I wonder if that'll shrink up right here. If I... It's so pretty. Alright people, you saw it in real time. Does it look different to you or just to me? And that is stretchy. Can you believe it? Let's see if I can't really stretch it one-handed. Look at that. I'm gonna wait till it cools before I really stretch it because I want it to set in its shape, but look at that. Ah, so crooked. It's so disappointing. Okay, just look at this side. So excited though. That'll be really cute. It worked!